Hello everybody, welcome to HRD 600, History and Philosophy of Adult Education. My name is Kevin Doran and I am the instructor for this class. I am also the program coordinator for the Masters in Adult and Higher Ed program. I'm also the advisor for every student that's in the Adult and Higher Ed program, which is, I think we're close to 90 students at this point. So if you haven't scheduled a meeting to discuss classes yet and you are newly accepted, please feel free to reach out to me. I know this is a first class for many students and this is your first entry into the Adult and Higher Ed program. I want to congratulate you on being accepted and welcome to this great program. I was a graduate of this program back in 2003. And I have to say, it was a transformative experience for me back then when I took the course. And after I left this program, I ended up working on a certificate of advanced standings in adult education. And then I got to the point that I said, I really want a doctorate. So I worked on a doctorate in adult education. And I finally did earn that degree. So I'm very pleased to be here instructing this class, and with this full, we have a very full class this semester, and I am very biased. I think this is a wonderful class to start off with in the Adult and Higher Ed program. So I will get right to it. I'm trying not to record very long. I try to keep my videos between 8 and 10 minutes, which is an eternity for people listening to materials, but I try to get these weekly videos out that show you exactly what it is that we're doing for the week and what are there any assignments, are there discussion posts. So in today's video, I'll walk you through the process. I also want to, right out of the chute, mention that next week, not in week number 1, but next week I would like to hold an optional Zoom meeting. This is not mandatory. This is more a Q&A where I will go into a little more detail on the syllabus, the assignments, and the course. But the intent of the video you're watching right now is just to give you a down and dirty overview of how I do the videos, what it is I'm asking you to do in week number 1, and just kind of give you an overview of the course. So as you can see, I'm in the content area. The content area to me is this section. This is the left navigational panel. In here we have the syllabus, course schedule, electronic reserves. This is where I may direct you to the electronic reserves to read something in addition to one of the books that we are using or for this class. Syllabus and getting started. Please take a look at that. I'll click on that to show you what's in there. Course navigation, a welcome to HRD 600, the syllabus, course schedule, and a lot more information in here. Meet me, who I am. There's a couple of pictures in there of me, kind of a snapshot of who I am. So, in taking a look at this, you can see some people have, maybe you're used to taking a Bright Space class where you have weekly materials. This course is set up in 4 different modules, and each module encompasses basically 25% of the course. Module 1, as you can see, is liberal education and early history. We get into behaviorism, progressivism in Module 2, humanism and critical theory in 3, transformative learning, field studies, philosophies, and practice in 4. So what I do is, I'm going to go right in here. You might wonder, what is this hidden thing? Well, all that it means is that when I'm recording these videos, I can see more than what you see in your view. Over here, it says at the top, Kevin Doran, view as instructor. It probably won't say view as student for you because your view is really the learner or the student view. I record in the instructor view only in that there's more information available to me. When you get this video, you might say, I can see Module 2, 3, 4, but they're all hidden. Module 1 will be not hidden when you get it. It means that all of the materials will be available. But in your view, you're not going to see anything that's hidden. So you'll see this, you won't see the other ones. So what I do on a weekly basis, I send out on either Saturday or Sunday at noontime at the latest a video with a to-do for the list. The video gives you an overview, and I also provide text on what it is I would like you to do in week number 1. So, what I mean by that is syllabus and getting started. I'm going to click on module number 1. As you can see, week number 1, we're going to be looking at the philosophical frameworks in the course, liberal education, and examples. So week number 1, what is it? Here's the video. You're viewing this video. You click on that, which automatically takes you to the video. I do all of my videos in Screencast-O-Matic, and then I upload those to YouTube. So when you're on YouTube, you can put me, if I don't speak quick enough for you, you can put me on 1.5 speed. If I speak too quickly for me, you can slow it down. You can look at things more than once, whatever you want to do. So Module 1, Introduction to Liberal Education. I'm going to click on that. So here's the information, some information on that. You might notice over here there's arrows. You can either go back to where we were, or if you want, you can click on to the next one. This takes you right to the next one. Week 1 Introduction, Getting Organized, How Do We Begin, the overarching questions for week number 1 in the course, to do. So how some of these suggestions are entirely up to you. They are not up to me. How you organize your time, how you take notes or not take notes, electronics, it's really up to you. So I say plan 9 to 15 hours of coursework each week. I don't know if that's so, that those are guidelines that I've used from different classes. Some people will, those are just averages. Some people can do the work probably in 6 hours, and some will take longer. So get all of the books. We are using Lindemann's book. I spelled these out in the syllabus. And I also recommend you scan Cameron's book, The Right to Write. If you don't have it, I encourage you to get that one. Understand journal entries, read information in the syllabus about work journals and journal information. So please take a look at the information that's in here. And number 4, participate in our first online discussion. There are 2 topics for week number 1. So, and then I say begin planning your field study. You don't have to do that at this point. Next week, I'm going to hold an optional Zoom meeting. As I said, this is an asynchronous class. You don't have to show up at any given time, but the optional Zoom meetings tend to be question and answer periods. We might talk about assignments, some ideas, but generally they're your opportunity to show up and ask questions. That's seems like, from doing many optional Zoom meetings, that's the most valuable aspect of these. If you can't make it, don't worry about it. I record them and then I post them online the next day. Okay, so here's an overview, written overview of the week number 1. I'm going to go back just to show you where we are. Introduction, education philosophy. Then we get to the personal introductions. I'm going to click on that. This is one of the to-dos. Please introduce yourself. And however you want to introduce yourself is truly up to you. For those that are new to Brightspace in this class, what we do, we click on that, which takes us to basically the same information. Come down here, start a new thread, and I might say Kevin's introduction. Come down here, you can type out whatever you want, or I know some students, they like to type out or they write out what they're going to post in here on, they might use Microsoft Word, and then they copy and paste it in here. Now, if you do the text and you want to add something, you come over here, My Computer, choose a file, and boom, you can see all of the files that I have. You could insert whatever you want, music, photos, you could do a movie. So just say, let me cancel out of here. So I choose the file, I hit upload, so now it will be ready to be shared. You come down here, you'll see the file or the video, and then boom, you hit post. That is it. That's the process of doing it. I'm going to cancel out of here. So that's the first thing. That's one of the first things. This is a discussion forum, and I'd like you to do that. And let me go back to our content. So that's the personal introductions. The second one is week 1, what is adult education? So please read this. What is adult education? This question, of course, will be central to us over the next 15 weeks. So please post a brief description of adult education as you currently excuse me, as you currently understand it. So you can do anything you want in here. One thing I do want to mention is that I don't expect you to write pages and pages in these discussion forums. These are meant to be, to me, a paragraph or 2 at the most. Keep your writing concise, to the point, but once again, once in a while, especially early in a class, I might get 2 or 3 pages of written text. That is not the purpose of these discussion forums. The discussion forums are meant to be just what they say. They're hopefully a place where people come, you do your initial post, and then other students comment on it. What I'd like is for everybody to do your initial posting for the week, meaning your own post, by Wednesday, the end of the day Wednesday, and then in the remaining days up until Sunday, our week goes from Monday to Sunday, I'd like you to comment on 2 other students. And I don't just mean saying, oh, that was a great point you made, Kevin. I would like something a little more in depth than that. And you can tie it to the readings, you could tie it to some materials that we had, but something other than, I agree with what you said, Kevin. Just a little more. We'll talk about this next week in the Zoom meeting. But that is really it. I apologize. I have gone over, which, for those that know me, I do have a tendency to do that, because there's so much material that we will be covering on a weekly basis. So once again, we're going to week number, or module 1, which has up 1 through 4, and you can see we have all the week material. Week 2, I'll have an overview video on that. Week 3, I'll have an overview video. Week 4, etc. Sometimes I will not have a video, but I'll let you know that when I send out the materials, or I send out an announcement at the beginning of the week. So that is it from my standpoint. If you have any questions moving forward, please let me know. I'm here to help you in any way possible, and I really want everybody to succeed this semester. And once again, if there's anything I can ever do to help out, please let me know. Once again, welcome to the class. I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to learning with you alongside of you this semester. See you online, everybody.